Yo, what is going on, guys? It is your boy Sionza here, and today, guys, I'll be bringing you a Photoshop tutorial. This is basically on how I make my AVIs, like what you see on the screen for Aero Militia. This one was made for Grim. I have recently joined Aero Militia. They just hit 2K. I'll leave their link down below, and congrats to them on 2K. You should go sub to them. Alright, so basically, I'll be showing you guys how I made this, because I really thought that this was a really well-made AVI. Everyone I posted in chat said they really did like it, so yeah, I figured I would just make a tutorial on how I make my AVIs, because a bunch of people have asked me on like Twitter and stuff how I make them. So yeah, let's jump right into this. So first thing you want to do, guys, you want to open up your PSD, and as soon as you open your PSD, it can be any PSD, doesn't really matter. I'm just going to do Aero Militia, that way it kind of matches the same thing I've got going on with this one. So yeah, let's go. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to file open, and I'm going to open up all the images I need for this. So let's just go ahead and open up skulls. Alright, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to drag these over to our PSD. Just fit it all. There we go. That copy right out of there. There, yeah, that should be good. Alright. We'll just turn this off right now. Actually, probably keep it on, doesn't matter. So I'm going to go ahead and delete the light because that is really bright, and I'm just going to make a new one at the end if I end up making it. Pretty sure on this one I did. Yeah. First thing you're going to do is you're going to drag the background on, and once you do that, you can just fit it however you need it. I'm going to go ahead and put it above my 3D and 2D layers. Just create a clipping mask. You can right click that and then clipping mask. Alright, and on this one I normally drop the opacity to about 25. And this one, it just depends on how like your PSD is made. Most of the time, like this one's really bright on like the 3D part, so I usually drop that a little bit lower than the background, that way it kind of shows. So like, yeah, it was something like that. And then I just keep this normal on like 100. Alright. So next thing we're gonna do is we're just gonna make sure everything's right. And I'm pretty sure I changed the background color. Let me check. Yeah, alright. Okay, so on the background here, I used the black and white, as you guys can tell. I used the black and white, and I'm pretty sure I dropped the opacity quite a bit after that. So I'm going to go to image, I'm going to go to adjustments, and I'm going to go to black and white. And once you do that, that should be about the same thing that happened. Yeah. And you could probably drop this a little more if you wanted to. That's about right. There we go. Actually, we're not going to match that. We're going to put that on like 20. It's hard to really match it up, but it does whatever. It doesn't really matter. 15 should be good. I'm trying to match everything up just right the way, guys. It looks just the same. Alright, so we're going to go right into the text. I don't have the font that we're using in this one, but I'm just going to use the one I used on Grimm's. I'm pretty sure I used Ninja Naruto, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, and I'm going to drop that to 100. There we go. So if you guys really do want to line up your text just right, you can press Control R or Command R. I'm not sure what it is on Mac, but Control R, and you can just see these little rulers come out, and you can place them like right in the middle. You can feel like a little lock-in, like you'll feel them lock in like that right there, and it just sticks, and that's dead center right there where the middle is. And that's the easiest way to line all your stuff up if you're really wanting to get it just spot on. So there we go, I'm gonna line my text up. Alright, so the next thing you guys want to do, once you have your text and everything lined up, you can either drag the ruler off or you can keep it on, it doesn't really matter. You want to click on your text layer, and you want to press Control J, or if you're on Mac, Command J, and drag this layer under the normal text file. And you can right click it and then rasterize the type. I'm just gonna name it motion, because that's what we're gonna change it to. And make sure you click on the motion and go to filter, and then go to blur, and then go to motion blur. And I always put mine on 201 and just make sure the angle's on 0, because it really does make like a really nice effect. That's what I really do like. And then you can drop the opacity to about 50. Yeah, that looks nice. Yeah. Alright. Or you can mess with it however you want it to really look. It doesn't really matter. I just like it because it looks really nice on this one. Alright, so once you're done with the motion, what you want to do is you want to go to your background, and I'm going to make this black and white. That way it looks the same as my background, because that's what really makes it like not stand out as much, but it still does look really nice, as you can tell on this one. And we'll get more into it because I'm going to be showing you, I'll be adding magic bullet looks and everything to that. If you guys don't have magic bullet looks, you can find that on YouTube. Just look up a YouTube video on how to get magic bullet looks. I'm going to add the same thing to this layer for all my backgrounds to black and white. Alright, so once you've done that, guys, you can go ahead and you can bring your skull into this. And it doesn't really matter. You can do anything you want to. I'm just using a skull because I thought it looked really nice. And we're gonna drag the rulers back onto this because the rulers actually line it up quite well. Alright, so there's the center. Make sure I get this pretty close, like, oh, drop in my PSD. Oh, yeah, it's about right. It's pretty close. Nope, there we go. Okay, that'll work. It'll be fun. Let's see, actually, we probably should, yeah, let's drag it that way a little more. Alright, yeah, it'll work. I'm not gonna center it just right because it's not centered completely well on the other one. Alright, so next thing, guys, once you have the skull done, I'm gonna make a new layer and I'm gonna put my brush on the hardness on 0 and I'm gonna make the size about 125-ish. I think that should be well, yeah. And I'm gonna change the color to red, just all the way to the top, because it won't look like that once we get done. Alright, and as you can see on these roses, I'm just gonna dab a little bit on there, like this. On each rose. It doesn't really matter, you can do whatever you want to. I'm just gonna do it on every one of them almost. Yeah, like that. And once you've done that, you can go ahead and come on to this and put this on screen. You can add a little more if you'd like. It doesn't really matter. It's totally up to you. Yeah, I think that's about right. Yeah, that's pretty close. And I'm gonna drop the opacity to about 80. Yeah. All right. Put that on. Actually, you can put this on rose glow. Alright, once we do that, guys, the next step is we're basically almost done. Only thing that I really did add was another light to the top of this. So let's go ahead and add another light. Name this layer light. I don't know why, but I just like keeping all my work like really neat. It's not like a bad habit or nothing. It's just I really do like not getting confused because once you get like really into GFX, you get like a lot of layers and it's really hard to keep up unless you really label it. We're gonna make a new layer and we're gonna name this one light, and we're gonna put our brush size on about 1500 and make sure your color's on white. Just make it fully white to the top left, and we're gonna go right above. We can probably zoom in a little more. Go right above it. We're not gonna click exactly on it. We're gonna go right above it. Just click there. It basically doesn't really matter. I'm gonna drop the opacity to about let's see what the other one looked like. That's about right. Yeah, about 75-ish. That should look good. Alright, guys, so once you're done with that, you want to come back to your text. I've already rasterized my layer style and my text. I'm going to go ahead and duplicate the background one more time and go above my text and put a clipping mask on. And I'm actually going to change the mode to multiply. And I'm going to drop the opacity to about 50. So let's see, just depends how it looks. And it kind of adds like a little bit of a text effect. Yeah, like that right there. That looks good. You can just mess around however you want, but I'm going to try to make this short. Yeah, about like that. Just mess around with it, play with it however you'd like. And once you're finished, you can close your folder, Control J and Control E to emerge, and then Control A, Control J, and that makes a layer via cut. Or if you're not in a folder, you can press the very top layer, go down to the very bottom one, and hold Shift and click, and then press Control J and then Control E, and then there you go. You can drag that one up to the top. Like before, Control A, Control J, and there's your via cut. And now we're gonna plug this into MBL. If you guys don't have MBL, you can go ahead and go on YouTube and look up how to get magic bullet looks for whatever Photoshop you're on. I'm using CS6, but it doesn't really matter. Alright, let's go ahead and upload magic bullet looks real quick. There it goes. Alright, so basically this is all the presets I had on the last one that I made. You guys can go ahead and copy that. I had the chromatic aberration, it's right here. You guys can just pause the video and everything. Diffusion, there's everything. And you can mess with the color too. I just put it on white because I really did like the really silky white effect. But you guys can really mess around with it. Light flex. Lens distortion. I have no idea how to say that, so I'm not going to try. And yeah, you can also mess around with the colors on that too. And curves. Now the curves don't really matter. It just depends how like it really looks. If you're using the same thing as me, I really did like this one because it does look nice, but you can really play with it. And that'll be it. Press finished, let it load up here. Load, there it is. That's your finished product, guys. So that's really close to the old one, if you guys can tell. Let's see here. That's really close. Only thing it is it's a little bit darker in the background. It's a little bit more like shifted, it looks like. But that's only because I didn't use the same exact size. So yeah guys, it looks really clean. I really do like that. And I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you guys want to see more videos like this, all you gotta do is leave a comment and I will get back to you guys on that. Just tell me what you guys want to see, because I'm really having a struggle uploading because I don't know what to upload. But I'm getting my new PC here really soon. So yeah, hope you guys did enjoy. Peace.